Hi, this is Steve in beautiful Oceanside, California. This is during the Triathlon Solutions 2009 winter camp, and what we're doing today is cycling. We're on the classic Camp Pendleton portion of the Wednesday bike ride course, and this is the hill that tends to separate people at the finish of the ride from the people that just want to be along for the ride and those that are hungry enough to sprint. So what we're doing right now is we're filming some athletes as they come up, athletes from the camp that are coming up doing some hill climbing and analyzing their technique. Good job, Rocky. Good job. Knees a little closer to the center. So things we want to talk about in cycling are we want to have a quiet upper body. We don't want our shoulders to rock back side to side. When we're in that arrow position, we don't want the bars to go back and forth, and we want a quiet front wheel. Those are all important elements in cycling because when we rock side to side, we're wasting energy. So right now I'll critique another camper coming up the hill. And what we want to achieve is to keep the shoulders from rocking, so she's doing a good job of that. She could probably shift in a little bit higher of a gear to get a quicker cadence. But what we try to teach here is to have your hands a little bit closer to the center when you climb up on the hill, and keep nice little circles going on. Or you can put them below the grip. Is that? It doesn't fit? Okay. Will that work with you? Yeah, that's a good spot. That's a good spot. So what we're trying to teach the athletes today is on hill climbing, we want to keep our hands closer towards the center of the bar. This promotes a little more aerodynamic position and keeps the body a little bit quieter so we don't rock from side to side. In addition to that, we want to keep our pedals in nice circular motions. So when the feet go back on the pedals, it's as though you're scraping heels off the back of your shoes, as though if they had mud on the back of your shoes. So in a couple seconds here, we have another athlete coming up. What a tremendous day. It's amazing. You can train wearing clothes like this on December 19th in beautiful San Diego. So we have Rocky coming up here on his final climb. And I don't know why this hill is so tough for folks on the Wednesday ride, but it sure does tend to sort people out. It's not that big of a hill, not that long, but boy does it feel painful because this is pretty much we have about an hour and a half in our legs. So here we go. We're looking at Rocky. He has a good position, good turnover on the bike. Knees are inboard, so he's getting maximum power. Looking really good, Rocky. Good job. Okay, and then our final athlete will be Misty. Now, Rocky looked pretty strong in that hill climbing. So you want to go down there and try another one again. Okay. Just turn around where she is and try and beat her up. And looks like we'll have another cyclist coming, so this looks pretty good. That maybe we can compare different cycles. I'm trying to encourage the athletes to have their knees inboard because that gives your legs more cranking power. That way they're straight when you're on the power part of your stroke. We got a little bit of rocking going on with that front wheel, but nice quiet upper shoulders. Good job. Good, nice and smooth. Way to go. Looks like Rocky will have a little race on his hands. He's going to pass up. So today all we're working on is just doing hills seated. There's several ways you can attack hills, but it basically depends on the length and the steepness of the hill. So Rocky's looking good. Probably could balance out the hands a little bit. Looking good, Rocky. One hand was a little bit closer to the center than the other, but it was a good hill climb. What we have someone struggling pretty hard. So what we'll talk about is on hill climbing, there's a couple of different positions we can have on the hand. If it's kind of a rolling hill that we know we can handle pretty easily, then we would keep ourselves in the extended arrow position. If it's a little bit tougher, then we can choke up, still maintaining that arrow rest with the arm rest, but we're not so far extended, and I can tend to get a little bit more power when I'm choking up on the bars like this. If it's extremely hilly and I want to conserve energy, I'll put my hands back underneath the bar, and then I'll grip like that. That gives me a little more comfortable feel. I don't want to hold my bars way out here wide. I want to have my hands in line with my chest, so I'm a little bit balanced, and I'm a little more aerodynamic in case there's a headwind on the oncoming flow of the wind. So it looks like we have Misty on her final climb. And we'll try and get around this gentleman. Fantastic day here. So here we have one last look at Misty on her climb. And probably, again, we'll need to shift her over into a quicker gear so she can have a quicker turnover. Looking good. Try a little more flex on the arms a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so you're not stiff and straight.